Hi, thank you for joining me. This is Laura's View in Tarot 2. We're going to be taking a look at event number 2 that has been mentioned in the Guardians of the Looking Glass videos. And as I promised some dear friends of mine who avoid fear porn, we would simply be looking at the events, the possible date, the possible event, and asking the cards if there's clarification or further information, and thinking of the smartest way to address our prayers and positivity. To alter events for the benefit of mankind. Okay, the technology, the looking glass technology exists. I have no question in that. But I also know that both sides have had access to it. And even the Guardians of the Looking Glass videos mention that. So follow me down a rabbit trail. What if you discovered that no matter what you did, eventually mankind was going to learn their powers of manifestation, that we have a cat joining us in the background. I'll try to continue and I'll talk with Alieska about her behavior after the video. Yeah, it's a home production. What can I say? So anyway, what if you were not on the side for good and for humanity? And what if you realized that no matter what you did, people were going to discover their powers of focused prayer, positivity, and how that can manifest a different reality? What would you do? Might you embed a couple of episodes and incidents in the 70 that good people are worried about that would actually benefit you if they came about the way you're warned about? Something to think about. So we're going to be really, really smart and savvy in how we focus our intentions, our prayers, our positivity. Event number 2 is supposed to happen on May 20th, 2022. And Dr. Winston Wu is supposed to be a victim of assassination because he will, at some point, have discoveries or information that's vital to the White Hats. I suggest that we not ask for Dr. Wu's safety. I suggest that maybe we would be wiser and smarter to simply put our prayers and positivity towards safety from harm for anybody who is in danger of harm or assassination because of their work for or benefit to the White Hats, the Alliance, the Light. That way, our prayers and positivity won't be misdirected. So what I want to do tonight is ask the cards a little more if they'd like to share a little information about event number 2, and if they have further advice or clarification on how we should focus our thoughts and prayers. But again, right now, what I'm saying is let's not mention Dr. Wu specifically, but anybody who is working for or will provide benefit to the Alliance, White Hats, the Light, for their safety. Let's see if the universe has anything to say about that. I'm going to switch the camera and let you watch me do a little more shuffling, and we'll see what the cards have to say. Event number 2, Dr. Wu. But again, we're just going to ask the universe about event number 2. And if there's any further clarification about how we should focus our prayers and intention for the situation, for event 2. Here's what our layout looked like. We, those asking this question about event number 2 and the wisdom of how to approach our prayers and positivity, we're being celebrated. It's a good thing. We are asking good questions. The situation is such that, yes, there are 2 very definite sides to this conflict. and they are polar opposites, dark and white. And in the past, our world and the path of humanity has been under some darker influences. Now, thanks to efforts of the White Hats, the Alliance, and the Guardians of the Looking Glass, all of us are making a difference and moving humanity away from our previous path. Where are we headed? We're headed somewhere where there's a good outcome, okay? And so I don't know if event number 2 is going to unfold. I'm not getting a sense it will. I have good friends who firmly believe all 70 events have been stopped, that this is simply an exercise for humanity to learn their power of manifestation and prayer. I think that's a beautiful thought. And definitely it doesn't hurt to have focused prayer and positivity for our world, for the path that our world is on. That's never a bad idea. And that idea is being the divine feminine influence here is kind of giving us a thumbs up and blessing. And it looks like there may be a few pleasant surprises in the future for us. So again, let's be thinking of those 70 events as they're coming close to happening and really wisely focusing our prayers and positivity. And again, looks like we're getting an endorsement here from the universe that we should be asking for safety for all light workers. They be safe from harm or intended harm. And if that includes Dr. Wu in that, that's great, but let's let the universe decide if he's included in those prayers and positivity. Now, before I close tonight, I've also heard the theory that these Guardian of the Looking Glass videos are simply a money-making, shill event. That's one of the reasons I don't directly link the videos. But I firmly believe in the prayer, power of prayer and positivity. And so I wanted to be mentioning those, and it's not going to hurt us to focus our thoughts there. Our wallets don't need to even go anywhere near there or any of those things. And I'm doing this just, like I said, it's a home project and I'm not monetized. So I'm not benefiting anything. And I'm simply asking you to, if you do, focus your thoughts, have them stay positive, loving, and for good things to happen for humanity and for the light. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. You're welcome to comment too. Thank you so much for your support. Until next time, stay safe.